What's up, guys? Highly Caffeinated Movies coming at you with another Hidden Gems episode. This week, all action movies, all Amazon. Trying to stick again with a route less depressing. This
not
week,
go out very well.
it was depressing in a different way, not just feel bad when you watch it. We tried to stick to 80s and 90s action movies this week. All right, so I guess we'll get into my movie now. Split Second.
Hopefully that's how long it takes for us to cover this one.
A Split Second.
Yeah.
It came out in 1992, starring Rutger Hauer.
Police, dickhead.
Kim Cattrall.
You look very pretty.
You look like shit.
Thanks.
So Split Second is about a disgruntled cop struggling with the death of his partner, and because the killer is still on the loose. As he continues to hunt the killer, he always seems to be, I guess, one step behind or a split second behind him. Hence the title.
Is that what they were going with?
I guess. I don't know.
I didn't really get that. Okay.
He's assigned a new partner who specializes in serial killer knowledge, patterns, tendencies. Their personalities clash quite a bit, and it makes for some pretty comical dialogue and banter between
I
the
like
two.
their little.
They had a lot of funny parts in this movie.
Yeah.
I thought the comedy was pretty good.
I'm surprised you don't have a grenade launcher.
Couldn't get a permit.
This isn't funny!
After realizing the killer might not be human, they switch up their tactics, close in on it, and, I guess at the end, they try to exterminate it. Yeah. So that kind of sums this one up in a nutshell.
Sweet.
I had seen this before, maybe once or twice. How do you feel?
You watched this more than once?
A disgruntled cop who lost a partner teams up with a new partner he doesn't want, plays by his own rules, and there's an asshole police chief. Have we seen this before in a movie?
Sounds very familiar.
I feel like this is every movie.
This was like 85% of action movies in the 80s and 90s.
I still love it though. I still could watch 10 more movies that have that same thing. So Rutger Hauer plays the main detective / cop, I guess, Harley Stone, and
he's definitely an asshole.
Yes, and I love him in this role.
Yeah,
I like Rutger Hauer in pretty much everything he does that I can think. I mean, Blade Runner, he plays the replicant. That's a classic.
Yeah.
You mentioned Hobo with the Shotgun.
Yeah, Hobo with the Shotgun,
which is awesome.
Yeah.
In a weird,
kind of a cult movie.
Rutger Hauer, I enjoy most of the stuff he's in, so I enjoyed this. It's set in 2008.
The far distant 2008.
The far distant future.
I always love when they would do sci-fi movies and they would go the world would be changed
years.
so much and it would be like 15, 20 years. Like they didn't go far enough.
It says
they just assumed it would be
in the IMDb description. It says in a flooded future London. But I don't think anywhere in the movie it actually says why London is flooded.
It rained for 40 days.
Global warming.
That's what they're going with?
They said it at the beginning of the movie. They had a scroll at the beginning of the movie. It rained for 40 days and nights.
And the Thames River.
Can you imagine how disgusting everyone's feet were?
There was a lot of biblical references in this movie, weren't there?
I didn't get any biblical references.
When he's talking about
40 days and 48
the
nights.
beast dragging people to hell, eating the hearts and stuff like that.
I guess.
His new partner was more into history and psychology and stuff like that.
The working title for this was Pentagram. It was going for more a
pentagram on his chest.
A satanic angle, I think. But yeah, I guess what you're saying is
And then apparently
Can you
raining
imagine-
for 40 days and 40 nights is very biblical.
I like how like everyone's like running around in like water, but no one bothered to buy a pair of rubber boots.
They're used to soggy feet now.
I was just like,
Soggy feet is just how it is.
Everybody should just be wearing rubber boots every day. It doesn't matter what your attire is. The whole city's flooded. Who cares? Rubber boots.
I like the duster.
They're not fashionable enough.
No, they are not.
I like the duster he wears.
Yeah, the duster's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
This was before the Matrix.
Yeah, so,
So,
he
Not
brought
saying
to
that
the Matrix.
anything was
The
stolen.
Matrix stole.
But, yeah.
I wouldn't say anything was stolen because The Matrix was actually a good movie. So
I love his. He smokes profusely and he just always drinks coffee.
How do you know? That's two questions.
How do you know what time the second victim was killed?
Yeah, he's got like a real problem.
coffee and cigarettes, man. All
His
his house
like,
is disgusting.
He starts to freak out when he can't get coffee.
Yeah.
Split Second, it has one thing going for it. It was not the worst movie of 1992.
The action, I thought it didn't have.
Didn't have a whole lot.
It did, and I was kind of
It
upset
was more
about that.
sci-fi.
It was more sci-fi, like horror vibe,
Yeah.
than it was an action movie.
Yeah.
You want breakfast?
A ton of issues with the production on this movie, which after you watch it, you can kind of come to your
It was
own.
supposed to take place in L.A.
Yeah, and then they moved it to London, but then there was like so many rewrites of the script that the director actually got so, I guess they said he got so burnt out or pissed off that I guess 75% of the way through filming, he just quit. And that's why in the beginning there's a credit that says subway scenes and something else directed by this guy Ian Scott, because he basically just quit the production because they kept rewriting it. The entire time they were filming, they kept rewriting the movie, having him do different things, taking the story in different angles, and he just got fed up with it. And
The killer.
this one actually, it didn't do well at the box office. I know you're
Shocked.
shocked by that. But one of the main reasons was that it came out during the weekend of the LA riots. Was when it came out. So it was just...
it was a rough weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess before we get into any other spoilers or anything about this one, what else could we say about this? Kim Cattrall is kind of a background character. She's just there to be attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's there for boobs.
I did see that she has the same hairstyle she had in the Star Trek movie she filmed before this, because she filmed this pretty much
Like back
right
to back.
back to back.
Walk from one set to the other.
Pretty much. So
The door is open.
I didn't open it.
Lock it.
I will say that it starts off strong, again, like your movie, except to me the ending is the worst part of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I was actually enjoying it more than his movie until the ending.
Yeah, the ending.
Yeah. The thing they're hunting is like a creature though. Kind of.
Well, they have to figure that out like halfway through. I'll rate it. I'll give it a C plus. That'll be my rating on this one. I really enjoy it up until the third act, and then it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah. If you liked like if you're big into like older sci-fi movies, this is probably something.
I thought the banter between him and the detective was great.
Yeah. Those two.
The insults, the I guess the relationship,
I did like their dialogue with each other was very good. They kind of bounced each other. They worked well together because they were complete opposites.
One was a know-it-all, and the other was a
Instinct.
gunman.
You know, your typical cop combo. You got the instinct guy, and then the one that knows.
Also, like the idea of a serial killer that is moving so fast that you can't, like an unknown type of serial killer. They don't know if it's a human or it's a a creature or something else.
I think it was great that they didn't show it the whole movie.
I thought that was great too, and I love how he was in the very beginning. He was at a club where a murder takes place, and nobody sees what did it, and nobody. Although when you kind of get to the end, you kind of wonder how nobody saw it or what the deal was with it. But
it's apparently very, very intelligent.
I guess, which is kind of I think they kind of ripped off of some other movies in this era. A few things like like Alien and stuff like that. They kind of ripped off a few things.
But he kind of has a knack the whole movie for being in the right place at the right time, but at the wrong, but like a split second late. Like he keeps just saying it's my gut, but
almost
the other cop is like, no, I think you're psychic. Like
he's in the right vicinity at the right time.
Yeah,
just not the right spot.
Right.
He's just in the vicinity of it.
Well, he kind of has like a connection to it, as you find out later. Well,
like you said, it was supposed to be more of a cult movie, like a devil type movie.
Yeah, it was originally called Pentagram, and this thing went through a ton of rewrites. So
clearly,
what you got, Corey?
I'm gonna go. This was a tough one. I'm gonna go C-. I was on the border. I wanted to give it a D. But yeah. No, I just didn't enjoy it. But then I watched Nemesis, and I was like, maybe it wasn't that bad. So I'm gonna go with C-. Like it's got a bunch of flaws. I wouldn't actively go out and watch this
again. A movie that would benefit from being remade, I think.
Properly done. Yeah, it could be. The concept is there
maybe
for
go
a
back
decent
to its
movie.
original title and all that.
Well, I think it could definitely be.
I think you would need to tweak some things, but yeah, it could easily be a much better movie. Mm-hmm. Rutger Hauer's good though.
Yeah. The writing is what killed this one.
Yeah, that's because they try to do too much. You try to do too many changes. You got to get that shit together before you start filming. That's where a lot of movies end up being bad. So,
what you got, Lewis?
What you got?
C+. I kind of have to agree.
You give this a B. I'm gonna throw something.
B+. Throw it. All right, C+. Pretty much the same points as Jared.
I thought that was all this good. Pretty much the same points as Jared.
Like,
back to you.
There's not much more I can say. I enjoyed a good chunk of the acting for its time. That's the way that people acted back then.
This was the best acted of all three movies this week,
and
I would say.
Rutger Hauer probably, yeah, and then his partner, yeah.
I like the character design. It just died at the end. It was gonna be. It was in the B's up until the end. I was just like, no, I didn't. No.
Yeah. we can get into the ending. It's like there's a lot of stuff I think could be fixed and should have,
If anybody would have been paying attention to what they were doing.
Yeah, instead of having 15 people try to rewrite the story that was done,
Everybody wanted a credit.
So we got this one will sit at a C, a solid C. Solid C. I would recommend this to action movie junkies who love movies from this period.
And people who were born in the 80s.
I would more for sci-fi. I think it's more sci-fi than action.
I think sci-fi, it's not. If you like films of this era but
it's not even a good futuristic world. It's just it's just wet.
They phoned in the futuristic.
Yeah,
it's part of it.
Yeah. They didn't make it look futuristic or anything.
I think they wanted the futuristic thing just so they could have really big guns and stuff like that.
It was just a message about global warming. That's all this movie was.
Which is funny. This was in the 90s.
Oh, if you look closely in the credits, Al Gore gets a credit.
This came out before Inconvenient Truth.
Al Gore got into the president. He got in the Oval Office as vice president, and then this movie was made.
I would recommend it if you like movies from this era and you like Rutger Hauer, and you just like cop banter, drama, somewhat action movie. other than that, if you don't like that kind of stuff, I would not recommend it.
Stay away.
The third act almost ruins it. It's solid up until that.